Hello, my name is Franklin McLean. I did a social research study on socioeconomic status and how it affects educational attainment. My research question in my study is someone's socioeconomic status predict educational attainment. To find this out, I turned to two theoretical theories. One, social stratification by Max Weber. In social stratification, a society categorizes people into groups on differentiating factors education or income, creating a hierarchy with varying levels of privilege to resources. The other theory that I used was conflict theory by Karl Marx. His theory is a system categorized by competition for limited resources and power, leading to inequality and conflict rather than consensus and cooperation. Further advancing on the theoretical framework of conflict theories argue that students from lower socioeconomic status backgrounds face significant disadvantages in accessing quality education. And they also talk about how the education system itself could be a tool for social stratification. To find out the answer to my question, I did a qualitative study to explore how socioeconomic status influences attainment. I did so by using data from the General Social Survey, which questions on income, parental education, and highest degree earned. I also conducted my own independent with a sample of 100 participants who gave informed consent to be in the study and were given a survey. And on the survey, it asked questions about their education level, income, occupation, and parental attainment. I also used an index um, study. The index I used was the ESRI's Socioeconomic Status Index. The reason I used this index was because it incorporates factors like education, occupation, and income, which are essential to the study that I'm conducting. In my study, the independent variable would be the socioeconomic status, while the dependent variable would be educational attainment. My perspective in my study was shaped by both conflict theory and social stratification. And these are both the theories that I used in my study as well. After analyzing all the data that I collected, I came up with the conclusion that socioeconomic status does have a direct positive correlation with how it affects educational attainment. The This is because children with low socioeconomic backgrounds face varying challenges in trying to achieve higher levels of education compared to those of non-socioeconomic status. Um, Students from low-income families are also less likely to complete college or graduate programs. Students with low socioeconomic status often have low test scores and grades compared to their counterpart. And this can be for a number of reasons. Some of the reasons that I found was that they often had limited resources, or they had poor school quality, or they had family factors, or it was just the fact that them living in low income neighborhoods. These all were factors that influenced their educational attainments, which were factored by them having low socioeconomic status. The study was not without limitations though. Some of the limitations that I had in this study was the fact that I had lack of control on some of the data that I collected. Also, I had a limited scope, and there was also potential for data error. These are all limitations that I found in the study. Overall, though, I do think this was a good study because it taught me a lot about how um, your one's socioeconomic status can have a profound impact on your educational attainment.